CP the Tool Addict. Woo! Yeah! We got a big one for you tonight, and I'm going to go ahead and answer your questions right off the bat. If you notice, I'm sweating very badly, and I do apologize for that. This video was not intended to be made like this, but for those of you that don't know, Iowa was hit with a hurricane, basically, yesterday. They consider it a Class 2 hurricane. I know some of you guys that are on the shores will probably be like, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Well, they were saying between 100 and 130 mile an hour winds. That, unfortunately, resulted in almost 1 million people in Iowa to lose power. I don't know if the numbers are accurate. Don't really care because 285,000 of them are right here in Des Moines, Iowa. And it's up to 400,000. I was actually out in the weather. I was actually driving truck yesterday, and I watched a semi flip over right in front of me, and I pretty much lost a good pair of underwear yesterday. So, or Monday, depending on when you get to see this. I don't know. Everything got messed up for me, and my world is flipped upside down right now. And I just want to kind of tell you guys beforehand so you know that the content will probably be a little bit skewed. And as far as even going live on Friday, if this video gets out before then, who knows? You might see me live, but I don't have power for 2 days now. I don't have internet, and a lot of people don't have internet. A lot of people don't have power, and there's no sense in complaining about it. You know, I'm definitely aggravated. I'm definitely upset about it, and I'm definitely not happy, but everybody's going through it, and we're all going through something together in here in Iowa. With that being said, I'm going to try to do my best to fulfill my time, even though my time has been extremely fulfilled. It is almost 10 o'clock. I'm just getting home, and the lighting setup that I got is a Mantis, my Mantis green light, and a Craftsman light. I also can't get into my shop because I barricaded up everything in order to make sure that nobody would break in ever. Not that I'm in a really high-crimed area, but I actually have my Coast light too. This Coast pen light, which is awesome. I really don't need much. I have a jump pack that I'm running a fan off from. My freezer's full of dry ice. It's really not that big a deal. So if you've stuck around and listened and you know this is a Mac tool haul, I just thought I'd explain this and kind of give you guys a little bit of an idea of what it's like to go through a disaster and make a YouTube video. A lot of people do it, and it's been a hell of a day. It has been a hell of a day, and it's been a hell of a day yesterday, and it's not been easy. I can tell you that. I've not been the nicest to people at some points because I'm aggravated, and I'm very, very frustrated and very, very just over this. It's only been 2 days, and they're saying it's going to be up to a week. So, and the sad part about it is that the side of town that I live on, we really didn't get affected with a bunch of damage, but I lost my gutters. I've got trees down. I can't mow my grass because I can't get into my shop. You know, it's just a spiral of, you just find out the inconveniences that it gives. And in 42 years, well, almost 42 years of my life, I have never been without power for more than a couple hours. So people will say that's amazing, but it is what it is. So anyways, I blabbered on to 3 minutes and 45 seconds now. Let's go ahead and start in on the tool haul and get to the point to where you guys want to see what I got. And we're going to start off, we got some Mac shirts. And this is the Running on Midnight shirt. I'm not going to open this up, guys. I will post a link. It's got a truck. I thought it was really cool. It's purple. Not a purple fan normally. But like I said, I bought these Mac t-shirts. You've seen my other video. I'll throw a link up in there for this. This is a cool shirt. It's a skinny guy size, so the 5XL skinny, but really cool. Purple. It says running on midnight. And, thought it was cool. Picked them up. Once again, $20 t-shirts. That's pretty much the going rate. Then I got this one. It's a 10mm socket t-shirt. Lost, what does this one say? Last found or last seen. 10mm socket. And I'll post a picture up on my Instagram if you guys want to see it. I've got too much in this tool haul and just trying to get this video done. So, those two t-shirts, like 20-25 bucks. Awesome shirts. I definitely for a big guy, it's easier for me to find where I can buy shirts. I buy them. That's just the thing. And I like Mac shirts are awesome. Good quality. The next thing, see if I can get this out here without spilling it. It's actually a really, really, really cool thing. And I've had this, I loaned this to my buddy and he kept it. Because I'm like that, I loan a lot of tools. But this is a awesome tool for doing some jobs that I have used in the past. It's really cool. They've been out forever. If you don't know, then you're probably new to the game, most likely. But this is another made in the USA. There's a part number, SP8PA. This is a seal puller, and some of you might say, I believe it's a little 3-pound slide hammer seal puller. You've got a screw in that you can put on this. That's just got basically a hex bolt screw, and it just goes in the end like so. And like I said, it's just a hex cap screw. Goes in the end like that. Or you can use a little hook that screws in. This little hook that comes with it screws in to the end of this, which then screws into the end of the slide hammer. Now, some of you might say that Lang, I believe, they might make something very similar to this, and you wouldn't be wrong. The thing is the Mac one is lifetime guaranteed, and the Lang one is not. When you, if you pull the threads off the end, I'll tell you that right now. You can't. Lang will warranty out the weight, and but these things do have a tendency to strip the end out. Now, this is a little bit bigger than what they used to be. I think they beefed this up, but back in the day they were a little bit smaller. But this is actually kind of handy for ripping stuff out that's little, and I've used this quite a bit. These seal pullers are super, super cool, super awesome. Not a bad gig, and they're only like 40 bucks. So remember that part number. I will put a link in the description if I can. Then, the last but not least, and I've got a video that goes with this. We're going to talk about this, and I'm going to try to not burn it up too long. But and I've had this now, and I've just been waiting to throw the rest of the stuff together with this. I have got the MCF801. That is the part number for this. The kit number is an MCF801 G2. And the reason why it's a G2... Now, let me give you a little history about Mac tool part numbers, guys, versus DeWalt. Because I know everybody's already in the comment box. That's a DeWalt, that's a DeWalt, that's a DeWalt. The thing about a Mac and a DeWalt is the Mac part number is an M, always in the DeWalt. So if you are really, for some reason, needing... You're that against buying it from a Mac or you're a DIYer, the DeWalt part number will be a D. So just change the Mac part number to a D. Now, the differences is that you're going to get between a Mac and a DeWalt are the nylon glass filled housing. The housings are different, and guys, I will tell you, I don't care. I like the Mac impacts. I like the way they're set up. I like the whole complex of it. This tool weighs 1.5 pounds. This is a clutch driven. Not only that, the lights that are all the way around that, they go all the way around this, make it so much better. And I will be showing the comparison between my Milwaukee when I'm able to get in my shop. But this thing is probably as powerful as my Milwaukee, and this isn't even the most powerful one. Now, another little bit of information that you will see is that this one says max power 235 UWO, which is unit watts of operation, units watts output. That is how they measure this, okay? And to convert it, I'm not sure how you do it. I looked it up, but it doesn't convert well. It is a screw gun, 0 to 14 RPM, no load. It weighs 1.55 pounds. It is super light, and this thing is just as compact as the Milwaukee 12-volt line. Why am I converting from DeWalt or from Mac to Milwaukee, or from Milwaukee? Well, after using my Milwaukee for a year, I'm just not happy with it. These things fit my hand better. I like how they feel. They're durable. The 12-volt line is super stout. I'm not going to get rid of my Milwaukee M12 stubby. I like that still. That's a great impact. I did love my 1/4-inch hex until I've already had this, and I'll throw a link in the description. This isn't the first time I've showed this impact. I've been talking about this impact for over a year on both of my tool truck videos. Bam, 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 bam. I will throw cards up in there for both of my tool truck videos. I talk about this. Not only that, my buddy has the MCF801. And we're going to talk about this little guy real quick here. And I'm going to throw a video in right about now so you can check it out. Real world applications. The Mac MCF801. Fully charged battery. Hopefully you can see that. Probably not. Anyways, we're going to take this off. This is a 1-ton Dodge dually. Ram 2500. These are going in the right direction. Will not do it. So that's real world application, so that you guys think that 200 foot-pounds on these impacts will just immediately annihilate off all your lug studs. That's actually not true. It is a beast, don't get me wrong, at 200 foot-pounds, but most of the time when you have wheels like that, especially on a 1-ton, they're probably just not going to do it. And we could go over here and probably take off. Let's find a truck here with a 19. And that does it on a... That's going to do it on a Jeep. Normal, everyday, actual real world application. Now, I do not condone using a chrome socket, but it probably was the best scenario for this, for testing purposes. So just wanted to show you guys that, so that way you're not getting skewed results of a what I would call a test that's done basically under a laboratory type deal. You cannot compare results unless they're everyday use under, you know, different situations. A lug nut will gain more tension on it after it's been driven, you know, than it will if you just torque it down and shoot it up. So just wanted you guys to see that clip, and we're going to talk about that video. Real world application, MCF601 or 801. This thing is a bad mamba jamba. I'm telling you, with all retrospects, it really is. My buddy has this, and he was blowing up quarter-inch to half-inch shanks off of this thing whenever he was using it. So did I just get power back? No. I think the neighbor finally shut the generator off, which is definitely might be a good thing. Anyways, this thing is a super stout 200 foot-pounds of breakaway. It is definitely arguable. This thing will not rip off a lug nut off of the 1-ton. That truck, those lug nuts are that 3500. I said 2500 in the video. That 3500 Cummins, those lug nuts were all torqued to 140 foot-pounds. Now, I know it's my word, but I can promise you, you cannot stretch a stud past that. Okay, and I know that, and I'm not going to go into the testing details. I walked out there, never messed with the truck. The wheels have been torqued on that truck, and they haven't been taken off for a while. The real-world application of that is this thing, you're going to use this when you're going to come up. But this is not a gun to take lug nuts off. I wanted to show you the power of it in real-world application. This is a good gun for motor teardown, things of that nature. I'm not going to sit there and abuse my tool to see what its limits are when all that matters to me is real-world applications. I will, however, be doing a video to show you a real-world application of this and actually give you the content that makes you see how good of a tool this really is. This thing will stomp a mud hole in my Milwaukee, and I've used it against it, and I've tried it, and I'm sold on it. It has 3 power selections here for your... It's got a... apparently you got to hit the trigger. It's got a clutch driven. It's got a low torque setting, mid torque setting, and a high torque setting. I advise you to never put it on the high torque setting if you are in a small fastener, because you will snap it right off. Whereas this one is a clutch driven system. Not quite as powerful, but it is a great gun for doing screwed applications or stuff like that. Why did I get both of them? $349. You're a damn fool if you don't buy them both for that kind of money. You know, and I'm going to be getting rid of the Milwaukee one. I would say if I had to guesstimate the foot-pound of this one, I would say it's right around 75 foot-pounds, maybe. But it's still a good gun. So, and they're going to be both useful for me because interior work only. We're a gun that I can keep clean and only do interior work, which is perfect for this. And whereas my 1/4-inch hex, I would get grease on it, take it into a car and smear. This one will be exterior only, or like, you know, valve train tear down and stuff like that, where this one will be interior only and kept pristine. So that's my story on that, guys. That's pretty much what I got for a tool haul. Hope you enjoyed that video. If you got any questions, comments, concerns, likes, dislikes, you know, go ahead and you know, put them down there, bleep bloop them down there in that comment section. It's right along here. And I will be more than happy to discuss this with you, see what you think, you know. And I didn't show every detail about this. The batteries right here have an indicator. That's pretty juvenile stuff, really, honestly. You know, you guys can figure that stuff out on your own. You know, I'm not going to talk about the switch, the trigger. The nuts and bolts of this thing is that what it does and what it's capable of doing. You guys need to, that's all you need to know. And that's what I'm trying to bring you content for. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Appreciate you. Remember, like, comment, share, subscribe, ring that bell, and pray for me to get power soon. Keep your hands dirty and your money clean. Thanks for watching.